Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and I'm back with another video. A teacher, a school gym teacher, arrested, 22 years of age. Now, this story comes out of Florida. 22 years of age, teacher arrested after the mother of the child reported explicit messages to her 13-year-old child. As we go to the news story now, right here, this is the female right here, the gym teacher. This is the 22-year-old gym teacher right here. All right, we're going to go to the news story at hand. It says gym teacher arrested after allegedly admitting to inappropriate contact with a 13-year-old, 22 years of age, a teacher. Now, this is why you can't trust a lot of people out here. A lot of these news stories, whether it's from teachers, doctors, law enforcement officers, even these scumbag so-called preachers behind the pulpit. Now, another story. As I always state, listen, almost every day, almost every week, a story comes out about people who abuse their authority, whether they're a teacher, a so-called pastor, or whatever the case may be. So this is the 22-year-old female right here as we go to the news story at hand. Now, this story comes out of Florida. It says a gym teacher is now facing multiple charges after she allegedly sent inappropriate messages and pictures to a teenager at her school. It said detectives from the Osceola County Sheriff's Office took 22-year-old Yezmar Ramos-Figueroa into custody this past Wednesday. All right. Furthermore to the story, it says Ramos was charged with 2 felonies: transmitting harmful material to a minor and distributing obscene material to a minor. Now, if you have an imagination, if you have common sense, you know exactly what they're talking about. In other words, sexting. Simple as that. That's how I'm going to put it as. Sexting. A teacher sexting a 13-year-old child. And I'm pretty sure, and as crazy as it sounds, there's a lot more of them out there that just have not been caught yet. It says she allegedly committed the crimes while working as a gym teacher at Central Point Christian Academy in Kissimmee, which is in Florida. Christian Academy, a so-called Christian school, right, has a teacher sending these type of messages to a 13-year-old. Who knows how long she has done that to? Who knows? It says it's a private school with multiple other locations across the state. It says the crimes were discovered when the victim's mother contacted authorities saying that Figueroa had an inappropriate contact with her 13-year-old son earlier in October. After hearing this, detectives spoke with the victim and were able to obtain text messages and photographs that had been allegedly sent to his phone. Allegedly. If she's sending his 13-year-old pictures and it's of her naked or whatever the case may be, 22 years of age, allegedly, you got the proof right there. You understand? And it is a lot of individuals that have these type of positions, whether they're a teacher, whether they're a police officer, whether they're in a pulpit, a coach, and things like that. And a lot of us gotta send our kids to school with individuals like this, with a mindset like that. Whether it's a female teacher, a male teacher, or whatever the case may be, a lot of them have wicked thoughts, and who knows how long that they have been doing this for in general, not only with students, but even with those outside of the school. All right. It says then on November the 26th, detective met with Figueroa, and she allegedly admitted to sending the inappropriate pictures and messages. So she admitted to the crimes. All is for a 13-year-old. You blew your career for a 13-year-old. You blew your whole career. You went to college 4 years. You had to take some teachers courses to get some type of certificates. Went through the whole process to become a physical education teacher. In other words, a gym teacher. And you blew it all on a 13-year-old child. How do you feel about yourself if you're watching this video? How do you feel? I know you feel real stupid. You understand? You could forget about your career as a teacher. You could forget about that. You could forget about a lot of careers out there when you get out. I believe you had to register as a sex offender after this. Good job. Good job. Good job. You blew your career. For what? Over a 13-year-old. Now, I was being sarcastic when I said that. You know, you got those out there that take that literally. Don't know how to differentiate literally and being sarcastic. 22 years of age. You're sending naked pictures, nude pictures, crazy pictures, sexual, to a 13-year-old boy. Nobody's exempt. You're going to get the same treatment like these false prophets or these so-called teachers or coaches who are males or men who get caught out there like that, who get caught touching on kids. You getting the same treatment, female. It don't matter how pretty you think you are. Doesn't matter how pretty you think you look. You understand? You deserve the same time. You deserve the same time as these other individuals that I put up and I do a news story on behind prison bars. Let me know what y'all think about this. This 22-year-old female teacher out of Florida arrested, blew her career over sending naked pictures, sexting a 13-year-old boy. Let me know what y'all think. I'm Tony Harvin. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm out. Peace.
Do remember, if you like, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. And after you hit that notification bell, select all so you can receive all notifications to the videos that come out on this YouTube channel. Thank you.